How's everybody doing? Probably wondering why Jody isn't in the woods. I've been wondering that because you haven't seen any videos since the third day of turkey hunting. And I think you heard me mention in the third day that I'd start having issues with my truck. And I did. It would go into limp mode. The wrench would come on the display screen. Speedometer would go to 0. RPMs was fine. Oil pressure was fine. All the temperature, all the gauges worked fine. Just speedometer went to 0, and it had no power. Just limped along. Well, that happened. First time that happened to me, Jared was with me, and he told me, "Dad, just pull off side the road, turn it off, pull the key out." And of course, I opened up the door, let it completely shut off. And then after a minute or two, put the key back in, started up, and it was fine. And then, several days later, it happened again. I had to pull off. And the last time it happened to me, I didn't realize that I needed brakes on the truck. Jared said he had told me I needed brakes, but I had been down to Jared's. And that might have been that Saturday I turkey hunted. And I had my four-wheeler trailer and my riding mower down there. And I was coming home with it and left Jared's, didn't get out too far. And it happened again. And I went to pull off the side of the road, and I heard the awfulest noise, grinding, whatever. Ended up being my left front rotor. It was bad. And it done chewed up the shoe. Basically, I took it to the garage, and I made it home. I shut it off, turned it back on, and I didn't have power, but I think it's that caliper was stuck on that rotor. And but I made it home and got the trailer unhooked, got the lawnmower off, got the trailer unhooked, put away, parked it, started checking some things out. Found out that my truck's got, I think it's called that 2013 Ford, and it's anything that has the 6-speed transmission, automatic transmission. If it's an R, I think it's 680. I keep saying 6R80, but it's the 6-speed transmission. And there's a lot of Ford vehicles in that era, 2013, 2014, I think even 2015, I don't know, but they had the 6-speed transmission. It was a lead frame module code to come up, because I called a local garage to get the brakes fixed. And when I took it in to get the brakes fixed, of course, they put 2 new calipers, new brakes on the front, rear were fine, and a new rotor on that left side. The right side had had a new rotor put on it several years ago. And while I was there, I asked them if they could hook their code reader to it, read the codes, told them what had happened. And it come up P0720, P70722, which was the lead frame module unit inside the transmission. Some people say speed sensor, but it's a lead frame module unit, which has the speed sensor and all that too. But the local garage I took to said that was a dealer issue, that there was a recall. Come to find out, no recall. It was called a customer satisfaction program. Well, I called Greenbrier Ford. First, I called Ford Motor Company customer service. Told them what was going on, told them the codes. They said, yes, there is the Ford customer satisfaction warranty. I again thought recall. And gave me a 6-digit code that they gave me to give to the dealer when I got there. So I called the dealer, Greenbrier Ford, over in Beckley, and I took it there and told them what was going on. I said, here's the code they gave me. I called, got an appointment, and then went over on that following Tuesday. And the guy, the shop manager or whatever, he goes out, looks at the truck, and he comes back in and says, Mr. Burgess, I'm sorry, but he said, you're exceeding the mileage limit. Ford Motor Company, on that customer satisfaction warranty, had put a mileage limit of 150,000 miles. My truck had 158,000. So, all in all, to have the thing read by them to confirm what my local garage told me, and to repair it was going to cost me a little over $1,500. And then we got talking about it and everything, and they said, you know, they could do the computer thing, check the codes for a little over, it was 150, 160, 170, I don't know how many dollars. And then they worked me up a parts list, and it came out to $1,400 for labor and parts. And I said, well, let me think about it. And they said, well, that's locked in for 30 days. Well, my truck's 2013. I've had it for 10 years. It's 13 years old. So I started looking around, trying to figure out what do I want to do, because there's some rust on my truck that needs to be fixed. I just ordered new struts and rear shocks for it. They're actually sitting in my room in there. So I started doing some research on YouTube. Come find out, the lead frame module, you don't have to pull the transmission. You drop the sorry, Scout's out here and she's scratching. It's a you drop the transmission pan, drain all the fluid out. There is a multi-wire plug that goes into the back of the transmission. There's a lever there you got to turn, pull that plug out, and then when you get the pan off, after it's drained the fluid, there's on that module there is a white tab you have to pull down, and then where that plugged in the back of the transmission, there's a tube like with O-rings on it that goes in, connects to the module, just slides on it, where the wiring harness plugs in, and you pull that out. You have to pull it out so you can you have to drop the whole valve body. And I'm sorry for the other dog barking, but I don't remember how many, but there's T30 Torx head bits or bolts. You take them out and drop the whole valve body out after you've taken the filter off. Drop that out. And then there's so many T27 Torx head bolts you take off to take the lead module unit off. And what it is, it's just electrical connection to, I call them servos, but it's actuators to adjust the amount of fluid going, when you're shifting gears and so forth. And once you get the new module, which I can order, I found it online, $200, $150 to $200 just for that. And you put the new one on, hold it back down. There's torque specs, inch pounds. When you put it in, then you put the valve. There is a couple parts, rubber seals that you put in when you put the valve body back on. Put the T30s back in, torque them down to certain inch pounds. Put if you need new O-rings for that tube that goes through the transmission housing into where the harness would plug in. They give you that in the kit, and you plug it up. And then there's a procedure for working the gear shift, to get it all, the truck to learn it. And I thought I may order that myself and have Jared help me and change that out myself. Truck's sitting out here in the front yard. Just renewed the tags on it. But in the meantime, I started shopping around. And I'm going to show you what I ended up getting. Let me take you around the front yard so you can see. Okay, right here's the 2013 F-150 STX 4x4. It's got 18-inch wheels and tires. And you can see the rust here, but the worst is this side over here. Okay, and I think I've learned something. Don't take these through one of those automatic car washes. It's got the spinning brushes and everything. I swear I think that's what done that. It cracked the paint in the fenders and you got rust bubbles starting up. So I've learned something there. I'm never using another one of those, but you know, this has been a good truck. I pulled that 1974 Traveler with it. I've pulled my four-wheeler trailer back there. I pulled my little camper back there. And you can see what happened to these brakes. I need to get these wheels cleaned, or this one cleaned up. But you know, it's got a good sticker on it. I like this truck. It's got the 5.0 V8 in it, tow haul package. Other than it doesn't have a electric brake control, but it has the 7-pin plug in the back and the 4-pin plug in the back. But this is what I got. Yes, another Ford. This is the F-150 XLT. It's got 17-inch wheels. No, yeah, 17-inch wheels with they're steel wheels with the chrome-looking hubcaps. It's a little dusty right now, and I don't know if you can see it in this. This is a magma red color. It's a 2018. It has the 3.5 liter V6 turbo. It's got the running tubes on it. It's got the keyless entry. It's got the short 5.5 foot bed. It's got a Trail FX bed liner in it. And I've got the tie downs, even though it's got factory in all four corners, I got the tie downs to go in the bed coming. I've got a tonneau cover coming. That's the one thing I'm going to miss, is the topper on my 2013. But it's got mud flaps, and I don't know if those mud flaps are the WeatherTech, because the WeatherTech, you can see there, EcoBoost. The WeatherTech floor mats are in this. It's got Crosswind rugged tracks 265/70R 17s. Look at the tread. Look at that tread. That is some awesome looking tread. Okay. It is a 4-door, not like my other truck. And seats just raise up. Then unlatch to put them down. This one pops open. And I really like these floor mats. I'll show you the front. It's gray interior, black dash, but it does have WeatherTech, made in the USA. I did get a cover for this. This is leather, imitation leather. That's the console. This is backrest. You flip it up. It's got cup holder there, place for your cell phone. That cup holder can actually fit underneath the seat. You raise the seat up and you got basically another storage compartment there. Not a lot of bells and whistles on this thing. Let me go over to the other side. It's got plenty of power. And the thing is, this transmission and this one is a 10-speed. But you have all your controls, your windows, your mirrors, your door locks, headlights, and this does have the automatic headlights, which I do like. It just has a low budget stereo and CD player. Doesn't have heated seats. Place there to plug in my phone, charge it up, and to sync with the radio. That way I can play my Apple Music or Amazon Music. The truck, like I said, is a 2018. It has 79,000 miles on it. Rear seat raises up. You see there, I've got my tools right there, which I've got one of those plastic boxes that goes in here and attaches to these frames to put this in instead of sliding out from underneath the seat. Now, the one thing is, the secret that everybody tells you about, and I thought my 2013 might have done this, since it had, I call it the suicide door. It's not a true 4-door. But you'd raise the seat, but you notice how this seat raises up? Well, come to find out, and I bought on Amazon one of these. And look at there, storage. It does come with its own latch, and what you had to do if you didn't have this is there's a little knob sticks out from this that this hooks to. Got this off of Amazon, and you just pull it and it releases, and then right there's where it latches, and that thing raises up and down. But now that I got this on, when I was opening it manually with my hand, this bar would be up in here whenever I unhooked it. Now that bar is staying right there, and it's latched. It won't move. So, but I've been retired for 5 months. Oh, we got cup holder here, USB, 2 sockets right here, cigarette lighter plug style right there. But I really didn't want to have to buy a truck, and I didn't want to go outrageous. That's like I said, it's 5 years newer than my other one. It has about the same mileage on it. It's got the backup camera that my 2013 F-150 had on it when I bought it 10 years ago. So when I bought the 2013, it had 79,000 miles on it. It was 3 years old. I've had it for 10 years, and I've put, I guess, 78,000 miles on, almost another 80,000, because it's 158,000 some odd miles on it now. But this thing still runs good. I just went and changed the oil, the air filter on it. So I thought once about selling it, but I think I'm going to maybe keep it, fix that lead frame module in it, and then go from there. Use this for the hunting vehicle and use the other one for touring around town or taking on a vacation trip somewhere. But that's where I have been for the past 2 weeks, and no videos for turkey hunting. I may try to go tomorrow. I'm not going to promise that I am, but we have until, I think it's May 24th to turkey hunt. So I hope to get out at least 2 or 3 more times, maybe 4 times. Maybe by now the gobblers are more reactive to the calls, because hopefully all the hens are nesting. So with that, I just want to thank you for watching. Sorry again, this is not a hunting video, but appreciate you watching. And as always, see you in the woods. Appreciate you watching.